Question 19. Venetia uses the following rough guide when calculating how much fuel her car uses. So when she's travelling at 70 miles per hour, she actually gets 42 miles for every gallon of petrol. Okay, so a gallon of petrol is a certain amount of petrol, and she will be able to drive 42 miles on 1 gallon of petrol when she drives at 70 miles an hour. If she goes slightly slower, 50 miles per hour, she'll actually get a lot more miles covered for a gallon. But then if she drives even slower at 30 miles per hour, then she actually gets less miles per gallon, 40 miles per every gallon. So for one particular journey, Venetia noted that she had driven these speeds for certain times. Okay, how much fuel did she use for this journey? Give your answer to the nearest gallon. Okay, so in this case here, let's start off with this here, 50 miles per hour for an hour and a half. If you think about it, if she's doing 50 miles per hour, that means she's doing 50 miles in 1 hour. Okay, so an hour and a half. Okay, then if you think about it, well, 50 miles in 1 hour means she's doing 25 miles in 30 minutes. Yeah, so that means an hour and a half she's doing 75 miles. Okay, 75 miles in 1 hour and a half. Now she gets 48 miles per gallon, so obviously she's going to use a bit more than 1 gallon if she's driving for 75 miles at this particular speed at 50 miles per hour. 75 miles means she's going to use more than 1 gallon. Let's work out exactly how much of a gallon she uses. So all you've got to do is work out how many times 48 goes into 75. Okay, so we use our calculator. Okay, you get 1.5625. So we write all that down. So she basically uses about 1.5 gallons. Okay, but obviously we get that accurately down there. So about 1.5 gallons she uses. Let's go into bullet point 2, 70 miles per hour for 3 hours. So of course, if you think about it, 70 miles per hour, well, that means 70 miles in 1 hour. So in 3 hours, you're 210. Okay? 210 miles in 3 hours. All right? Now, it says here, at 70 miles per hour, she will get 42 miles for every gallon. So she's obviously gone a lot more than 42 miles. Let's see how many 42s fit into 210. It's exactly there, that's exactly the answer, 5. So 5 gallons she uses there. And let's do this for the last one then, 30 miles per hour for 30 minutes. Okay, now, if you're doing 30 miles per hour, that means 30 miles in 1 hour. So in 30 minutes, you've got to halve it, haven't you? Okay, so 40 miles in a gallon. She gets 40 miles per gallon. So for 15 miles, she won't actually use a gallon, won't she? Let's see what fraction of a gallon she will use. 15 divided by 40. You get 3/8, which is 0.375. Okay, so how much fuel did she use? So all you've got to do now is add these 3 together. Okay, add them together. Okay, so 1.5625 plus, yeah, and you get that 6.9375, and it says then to the nearest gallon, so we're going to go for 7 gallons because it does say to the nearest gallon, so it's important you do that to get the last mark there.